Everybody knows the company Atari. They've been around for over 50 years now, and they've had a very interesting history. You know, the gaming crash in 1983, lawsuits against Nintendo, exchanging, hands as far as who owns the company multiple times. It's definitely a lot to dive into, and that's not what we're here for today. But with their 50th anniversary and the company being owned by a French company, formerly Infogrames, they really have very little to do with the Atari name anymore. It's more of just, hey, they bought this business, they bought this name, let's capitalize on it. And you know what? I ain't mad at them. That's the way it goes. You know, people see a financial interest in something and they scoop companies up. Maybe a company like Atari who wasn't doing too great and they still see the potential and they want to flip it around. And I think they have done a lot of cool things over the past few years, but they've also kind of messed up on a lot of stuff. So the thing that I want to talk about today is the XP 50th anniversary limited edition set. And this, when it first was announced, I thought it was ridiculous. $1,000 for some official reproduction cartridges. Okay, it's $100 per cartridge. Came with Adventure, Missile Command, Warlord, Super Breakout, Crystal Castles, Haunted House, Yar's Revenge, Centipede, Asteroids, and Gravitar. Yeah, some iconic games for the Atari brand. And this was limited to 100 copies of 10 games each. So not very many people out there got their hands on these things. It was a very limited run. It did sell out from when I was monitoring it. When it first went up, it did say right here, the pre-order availability, that it would be shipped within 3 to 4 months. That did not happen. It appears now, over a year later, people have finally started getting them. And it's not without issue. And this is the kind of thing that if I bought this, if I was like, man, I got tons of nostalgia for Atari, let me buy this collection, I would be pissed, man. And for anybody who's affected by this, I'm mad for you, because no company should be releasing a product like this without actually testing it or making sure things work the way they're supposed to. And if there is an issue, they should be immediate, on the jump, taking care of this kind of stuff for their customers. A lot of Atari fans out there are passionate and they're fine with, the brand nowadays. And if something comes up that piques their interest, they buy it. These guys have sold like reproductions of PCBs for like arcade machines that are not populated, just a printed PCB. People scoop those up, re-releasing cartridges, some of them reasonably priced, $30, some over like $100, $150. There's a lot of fans out there. They sell jackets, shirts, hats, all sorts of stuff, right? But what is the problem here? So there's an individual that I saw on Twitter, and people have been talking about this the past couple days. This Sear Dragon adding Wade Rosen and Atari, stating how many people at Atari are aware that 1 to 2 games shipped with the over $1,000. You got to remember tax, shipping, that kind of stuff, over $1,000. That with the over $1,000 Atari 50 XP collection do not work. 1 to 2 games. 1 to 2 games. As of now, Atari's official support stance is that they never will, and to get a refund, must ship back, resulting in an incomplete Atari 50 collection. So, looks bad on the shelf to me. States it's missing Crystal Castles and the Haunted House game. So, the issue is that Crystal Castles just is a glitch, of a mess of a game, doesn't work properly. And then Haunted House, from reports that I'm seeing, the PCB's reversed. So that's kind of it's an issue, and it's still a big issue, but it's a minor issue compared to one of the games just not functioning properly at all. Haunted House, okay, be careful. Don't damage the label. Try to open it up and flip the PCB and, hope that it works. Like, that's one thing versus game just not working, period, or having glitches to where it doesn't run properly. But for Atari to have an official support stance that there's nothing we could do, we'll just give you your money back. What kind of money are they giving them back for these 2 games? If you send them back, do you get the $100 each that, essentially the games cost $100 each. You're getting the full 1,000 back. You're stuck with this box set that looks weird because you're missing two of the games. Do you just say screw it, deal with it? The thing that sucks is you're not going to hear much about this. Even this person, their tweet hasn't gotten very many views. And it's not like the user's fault. It's just more so that this such a limited set of games that there's not going to be as much talk about it. And that's one of the reasons I'm talking about it. It's because I think this is ridiculous. But just one person having this issue is too many people for $1,000 collector's item. If you get something that is not as advertised, that's supposed to be a functioning product, a cartridge for a retro console, and it doesn't work, or the PCB's reversed, no individual should have to fix this themselves. Atari should have jumped at this and let the individual know that they're going to look into the situation, maybe put out an email to all 100 people who bought this thing and let them know, hey, we found this issue. We don't know how widespread it is. We're looking into it. If you have had the same issue, please report back to us. But we're currently looking at replacements, manufacturing new ones just for you guys type of thing. It's 2 cartridges. You made your $1,000 per set, fix it. Swap those 2 cartridges out, not a partial refund or, whatever. These people spent $1,000 for something they wanted. They didn't just buy it for no reason, Maybe some people bought it in the hopes that, oh, maybe it'll be worth money down the road and, could flip it. I don't know. Everybody's got a different mentality on these types of things. This individual looks like they opened some of their cartridges, right? But if you're a person who's just a shelf collector and just likes to look at things that collect dust and not use them for their intended purpose, which is a $1,000 set, I kind of get it. Do you really want to crack the seal on those when most of these games you can get for a few bucks each for the original copies? Like I said, I don't know the mentality of people, but a lot of people may just have these things on their shelf, never open them. And that's what Atari's probably banking on, which I find ridiculous if that's the case. I'm just assuming, suspicions here, not making that accusation that that's exactly the way they're thinking, but it makes me think that's a possibility. They need to be on top of this kind of stuff. They need to be doing better as far as these issues with these damn cartridges, because it seems like every freaking time they put out these sets of cartridges, there's some kind of issue. People are spending good money for this kind of stuff, and this crap will not stand, man. It just won't. Fix it, Atari. This is ridiculous. So, guys, let me know what you think. I just wanted to bring this to light to people. Drop a comment down below. Hit that like button. I never ask for you guys to do that, but to maybe spread awareness of this, that does helps me out, type of thing. I'll post this on Twitter, retweet, all that kind of stuff. Let's get Atari on top of this. It's stupid, man. They need to be taking care of business better. But there you go. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.